Okay, I know we should be live. Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another Arknights live stream. We have a decent amount of stuff to talk about, so let's get straight into it. Obviously, CN News, scenario, but I mean, if you've known me for some time, especially early 2020/2021, you know I wasn't that great of a fan of Siege. And to an extent, I'm still not that great of a fan. But Siege has, like I said before, warmed up to me for some time. So to me, I'm extremely mixed. I knew it was happening, it was gonna happen. It's just obvious since the PV. I hate the example opinions that people are making out. It's just more annoying and stupid than anything else. Regardless. There's that. Now, stream-wise, it's all over the place. I was originally going to stream like a couple of days ago and focusing on something new, but it never really happened, and I decided let's do it the next day. Next day happened. It's like already 11/12 o'clock, and I'm like, well, shit, I can't do today. And then it's like, well, shit. Just due to my schedule, due to changes, due to doing something different here or there, and of course, plans not going exactly as I expected. And of course, today is the first day of the last of the side maps. So it's like, well, shit. It's already 10. It is actually 10 right now. And okay, I can at least do the last map here. But I wanted to do, if I had enough time today, or yesterday, I should say. It's just that either these days didn't work out due to scheduling, things I wasn't expecting to do, but I did anyway, because it needed to be done, so that took a lot of time. And it's just, I ended up being busy, to the point where I just couldn't really stream the last couple of days, and today, being able to stream, but not wanting to stream, thought I wanted to stream, per se. Like, I wanted to make this like a dual stream, but I'm right now realizing that's like, and I kind of slightly, but not slightly, forgot. But now, hey, I worked a lot later today. So, and that alone kind of pushes away the idea of multiple streaming today, which I was planning on kind of doing. I want to at least do different stuff, but like, schedules ain't lining up, and I'm just not as interested I was, or should be, into doing something else. And I'm not gonna force myself to, like, stream, and then for days, you know, being busy and not being able to stream. It's just one of those, like, pick your battle type deal. And to me, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And if there's other stuff I want to do, I will eventually get to it. It's just, last couple of days was not how I expected to go. So by the way, like, after I was done with the side map, I was planning on doing a Steam game. I might as well talk about it because like I've been kind of hinted about a long time ago, but I'm like keeping it secret, which doesn't really matter. I will get to I know a couple days of streams ago, a couple days ago I streamed. I talked about Shadows of Doubt. I will talk about that, but I'll kind of go back and update with that sort of stuff, and that all that's what's going on with that. But let me finish off with this. I was going to play Decimate Drive. Decimate Drive released a decent amount of months ago. I think earlier this year, I believe, like February, March, maybe. Can't remember exactly when, but it was one of those games that I was like, okay, when October comes around, I plan on playing it. Obviously, it's the 6th. I've yet to get around to that. I've been kind of like pushing it back, like, okay, I'm gonna stream the next day, and it just never happens. And for whatever reason, because there's multiple reasons for the last couple of days, I just never did. So, I will at least stream it this month, or at least tell you that, hey, I'm playing Decimate Drive, even though I already know pretty much everything about it at this point. I think it'd be fun to play. It'd be something different for you guys. That's the plan anyway. So, we'll see. Could be something I'll do tomorrow. Could be something... Oh, it can't be Tuesday. We'll see. It will happen. I can guarantee you that. It will happen this month. I can't guarantee anything, because there is no guarantees in life. But, I will say that it will be done this October. Not a guarantee, but my plan is to at least stream that. And since there's nothing that's going to happen probably for a week from now for Arknights, at least that's my assumption, that's what I expect. We will see what they do next, because I think they are purposely keeping it dark for now. I don't know if there will be news tonight. Most likely, maybe a couple days from now, unless they surprise us. I expect we will get news of what the next event is. The next event will most likely guarantee what the limit is going to be at the end of October, or kind of like the beginning of November, around that point. So we will see. I'm going to be kind of interested to see what they do. If they do openness next, hands down, we're going to get the end of this month. They could do something completely different that no one expects to. It may not be openness, because this would technically be the next major focus banner after what was Wisdell and Logos. So it's gonna be... We'll have to see what's next. Okay. That out of the way. Let's get into Shadows of Doubt as we kind of continue on here. So, Shadows of Doubt did get an update for the game some days after the launch, of course. And it fixed a lot of things. It did fix a lot of things. I will not lie about that. And again, I didn't really have a diet about Shadows of Doubt anyway for PS5, but regardless. They fixed a lot of things. They fixed the whole saving system, where you couldn't delete, and every time you saved, it just didn't save into like a new profile. So there's like, you can't save to the same profile, you couldn't delete the profile, so every time you saved, you essentially were just non-stop adding saves to your profile, which is not the greatest thing ever, because that just wastes a lot of space. And there's like so many other things that I feel like they probably fix. There's some glitches that are still in the game that I feel like are unique to the PS5. There's certain things that I will mention, like the performance, I think, has, for the most part, gotten better, but I still think there's some sore spots for the game in terms of performance. There's also some audio glitches too, which I haven't mentioned, that were a thing before the update that are still relevant, that are just is one of those annoyances. So there's still issues with the PS5 version. It is just way, way better than it was with launch. But the thing, again, indie developer working with a group. I mean, I'm not expecting some crazy actions instantly, but they're doing better than most companies. Aside from the launch needing more time to work on. I think that's the biggest issue, though, for me, honestly, is that either they were working on the patch, but they decided to release the game earlier than it should have, or they didn't realize how many issues and it needed more time in the oven. It's either those two options that happened with the PS5 version. Of course, I'm going to mention Shadows of Doubt. I already said that before, but we want to get clear on what we're talking about again. Anyway, it is in the better spot, but needs some work. So I would still hold off if you're wanting to play that on the PS5. Still a fun game. I like when at this point still prefer going for the PC version if you can. But in the future, I strongly suggest checking out the PS5 version. if you're looking interested in that at a later date, or unless you want to play it now, but it's a rough spot still. And just based off the fact they already updated the game, I'm expecting there to be continuous updates for the game, and I do expect there to be a lot of more fixes up in the future. Just the fact that they've already fixed a decent amount of stuff for the game. So I have high hopes. Just right now, focus on the PC version over the PS5 version. And then, if you like to play on consoles, that's what I'd suggest. One day in the future, I will probably play the PC version because it does have Twitch integration, which would then mean I would have to play on Twitch. So that's back and forth, but it's something to take into consideration that I may consider doing in the future, at least with Shadows of Doubt. Anyway, now I've already gotten spoiled what this map is. It is pretty much the Revenge of Pooh. And I heard that to max risk it, you have to beat a certain rat. So it sounds so personal, but like this showcased the major issues of this event, style that it could possibly have. Okay, we just need to get into it, and let's just see what happens. Okay, so what's the first? Stats and taunt level, or there be more at the start of battle. Probably more at the start of battle is gonna be better, because yes, there's more they have to deal with, but more stats. You want more stats and more enemies. Generally speaking, depending upon what other stats are being applied, more enemies is better than more stats. Just depends upon, of course, the stats that you give. I have ideas of how we're going to handle this, but just, again, ideas. Attack +1. Power. Okay, those are the guys that with the rocket launchers. Got it. Gain attack. Res! 5 seconds after being blocked, enemies take damage equal to 8% max HP per second. Okay. Okay. Interesting buff. That might actually be interesting. Because there's certain characters we could use. There's actually several interesting characters we could use. Alright, so I've heard that Dorothy here is ridiculous, to put lightly, and we have to kill her. We could remove this and do everything else, so I'm gonna do this and we'll see how we go about it. I think it's not gonna be at least that horrible, but we'll see. Attack. We have less attack. They have HP. It doesn't seem like they lure at HP. I mean, we can actually face tank, aside from Dorothy. Engineering memes have a lot of attack. Got it. Yeah, either more HP or redo cooldown restores their HP to inactive members. Okay, that's not too bad. Huh? Are you streaming in Trice2? No, I'm not streaming to anything else except YouTube. If for those that are wondering, if you're mentioning Shadows of Doubt, with Shadows of Doubt, with Twitch integration, I'll probably would just stream to just Twitch in that regard. But that's not what's happening now. And I don't plan on streaming Twitch with Shadows of Doubt right now. Because that's also specifically the PC version, not the PS5 version, which is the one I've been playing. I'm going to put a more Bionic Swoop here. Oh. Okay. Insane, but not impossible to deal with. We have Guard, Defender, Specialist will have 3 extra deployment cost, or Support, Sniper, and Casters by 2.5. Really? 2.5? Okay. That's, I think it's a very, very easy one to choose. 2.5. I'll probably go with this one, because I have ideas already, and I don't think I'm gonna... We'll see, though. This might change. I might decide to change to something else. But DP doesn't get affected, so I don't think it's gonna be that huge of an issue. Anyway. Thought process. Right now. Lee, because he doesn't get stunned. Innis and Elysium. Probably Ifrit. We'll see about that. I have ideas with Ifrit. Suzerain. Or Gnosis. We'll see what those two. And Shu. For sure. Like, around, that's the operators I think could work in this. The thing about the enemies, the ones that I'm most afraid of are the heavy power armors. If they're tanky as fuck, and they stun, that could ruin the buff with minus HP per amount of second time. So my thought process would technically be to heavily use that to our advantage of the buff, and use Lee to handle the heavy power armors. That's the idea anyway. Don't know how well it's gonna go in execution. Also, I realized that Infrit may not be the best option. We'll see. I mean, we could have Infrit go this way. And I don't remember if... I'm trying to remember. Was Innis available originally? I'm trying to remember if Innis was available originally with Pooh. Because I remember maybe, yeah, that might be the case, but we'll see. We'll see. I think one of the better options to go with for sure is Shu. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, especially because Rat. So there's that. I don't know what else you want to go with. Lee? I don't want to bring Lee. S2. I think that's all I want to bring, at least for that. We can have both Effia and Reed help out. Nyanar could be used here. Sir could be used here. I'm tempted to bring Silver Ash, because I feel like Silver Ash could help out with the invisibility too. But that's kind of like where I'm like, I don't know stat-wise how much am I gonna get destroyed here? I think that's the most important thing to take into consideration is how much are we gonna get destroyed here, and who should we bring? Like, are we gonna get destroyed, or is this gonna be like easy peasy lemon squeezy? I don't know. I don't know.
Getting this crew together wasn't easy.
Well, I may have already been, spoiled about the map here. At least this is the map we're dealing with. I don't exactly know what people are doing. So, there's that. So I am going to... Okay. First of all, that's what I needed to see. That's like instant... Okay, no, strategy's not gonna work. At least the Ifrit strategy is not going to work. We could try to use Ifrit, but I feel like that's kind of redundant at this point with the operators we have available to us. As much as that might make certain people go crazy, I think that is the best way to look at it. I guess Gnosis.
Fulfill your roles and leave the rest to me.
I don't think anyone's resistant to anything, unless I'm mistaken. We'll go with Gnosis here. And get absolutely destroyed.
It's like we're on a school trip here, eh?
Better watch your step.
主の名を掲げ、この旗の下へ集え。こんなセリフを一度言ってみたかったんだ。
Obiettivo avvistato. Ci vorrà solo un minuto. Qui non è successo niente.
Mm-hmm.
問題ないよ。いや悪いね。僕は別に信徒じゃないよ。
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that pretty much just kind of confirmed everything of my thought process when it comes to this. I kind of want to get her going.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
Qui non è successo niente. War. A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Okay, so this is gonna be like low-risk version. I thought this was gonna be a lot worse, but this is actually like very straightforward and easy. Like, the only issue probably is going to be related to,
Let's put an end to this as soon as possible.
Qui non è successo niente.
the rat.
Posizioni designate.
Pretty much, rat is going to be the issue. Oh, I can't place him there. Put you there. I think this is pretty much overkill, and we could easily probably lower this down. But we have to figure out how strong Rat is. Okay, Rat.
Better watch your step. Are you
Ashes from volcanoes. They consume and erase.
Wow, Rat is probably the only threat. Okay. Ah, poor timing. Yeah, it's just pretty much poor timing. Wait, is that gonna... That's probably going to... Okay. Okay, we're gonna need to do something with them. Okay, okay. That's not too hard to deal with. I just have to focus on... Fudge butt usage there with Texas S2.
Let's see.
Overall...
Insect is falling into my trap. I was sick
Yeah,
of
kind
horses
of what I
shit.
expected how this is gonna go. It's like the only threat is gonna be Rat Girl and this lane here.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Okay.
mine to protect.
信号は誰が戦場で
I can see where this could actually be difficult. It's just this lane here.
Le tue ultime parole? I am Dublin.
Magna will dredge up originally in
I don't know if we're gonna need
Le
lead,
tue ultime parole?
honestly.
Non mi interessano comunque.
A fine choice.
Out. Cats.
Ikyo.
問題ない即戦即決
Ow, stop that. I could probably do S3.
melt away. Light.
Better watch your step. Hai un problema da risolvere? Sì, 长官。
Ow!
Questo ti farà tacere.
Fuck!
Time for
Yeah,
a
that's what
little
I assumed was gonna happen, because she's just gonna be a fucking nuisance.
問題ないよ
Come on, man. Friendly,
Yep.
this is good for
Mhm.
business.
信号は安定いつでも問題ないよいや悪いね
That's
僕は
too early.
信徒じゃないよ
Oh, I ain't losing, so. You see, that's the thing, it's like, sure, but if sorta works, sorta works. And that's the sad reality, is that that's just how strong we are at this point. Like, I could go dumb mode here, and be fine. I think that works out in the end. Oh, meow. I'm just gonna have to be careful now of, pretty much this right side, really.
I wasn't.
He's just
supposed
go.
to plant you into the soil to
You
grow
fucker!
anew.
That, she should have been able to keep him alive, but whatever. We should be fine.
This one was burned. You needn't fear.
即戦即決
悪くない場所だ。
Time for a little telling off.
Okay, that's not who I wanted to
There, there.
use.
Put your worries to rest.
Okay, yeah, this is not going well.
私に指図すると一匹も逃げられ
The issue here was technically people are not supposed to die. It, like, that's why I used Shu. She was like, I'm not good enough. Yeah, Shu, you're not good enough.
出発だ。
That's fine, though.
I will sink your corpse
To
in
me,
the shadow. No
I-
one will find
The
it.
game keeps doing that. That's gonna annoy me
主の名を
with
掲
Lee
げ
there.
この
At this point, we could probably remove Lee.
こんなセリフを一度言ってみたかった
And yes, technically Sorta still works, even with the quote-unquote buff resistance. That's not, like, really gonna be an issue. Like, if buff resistance would be like 90 plus res, then at that point I'll be shitting my brakes and changing something
Problema da
different.
risolvere.
But,
信号は
nah, that's nothing to worry about.
Questo ti farà.
I might bring Nightingale. That's probably what I should do.
Assumo le
but
posizioni designate.
I'm just not doing it.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
Don't keep me waiting.
So, what I'll probably do different is maybe put something over here. Maybe focus on over here. I think that's what I'll probably do. The only issue is Rat. Literally the only issue of this map.
Where do you wish to
I know some people are gonna be like, probably say one thing or another, but that's like the only thing I really fear for trying to go lower risk is finding the DPS to take out Rat.
A fine choice.
La fortuna ti ha abbandonato. Ora che la vedrai con me.
Again, I have to mention lower risk.
those particles?
I know some people are going to have an aneurysm thinking that buff resistance is going to be a thing to worry about. It's no. I greatly think it's the opposite way of the fact that she's just bulky, not the fact that she has resistance. Now, granted, I don't know if it's she's resistant to ice, but that's a different type of resistance we're talking about here, not res resistance.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
信号は安定。いや悪いね。僕は別に信徒じゃないよ。
私に指図するな。死ね。
Do I need to repeat myself on the battlefield?
No problem. I don't know what you got wrong there, but I understand the thought process, but she also has res ignore, so that doesn't really bother me as much anyway. Plus, we have other options to ignore res. I'm trying not to be too much of a dick, but
If you're really drenched and bone bear weeds, mounds and ruins bloom fields. I'm prepared time and double.
Nothing can mask the scent. Obiettivo avvistato. Ci vorrà solo un minuto. Più fai veloce, meno farà male. Assumo le posizioni designate.
Do I need to repeat myself on the battlefield?
一步也不会退后。
問題ないよ。いや悪いね。僕は別に。
that's the biggest issue of this right here. The rat, okay, so the rat I could probably go with less
Keep me waiting.
attack speed. It's just this wave here. This semi-last wave is what's kind of destroying me. I just need to remember to not use Texas. I gotta use Texas on the right.
What blocks the way, I will burn through.
I might, yeah, I'm gonna have to change healers too. I probably should, but I'm just being ignorant. Arrogant, ignorant.
You can't hide your fear.
I know this thing can work. That's the thing. I might do
Magma
this.
will dredge up originium veins. Keep your distance.
主の名を掲げこの旗の元へ集え。こんなセリフを一度言ってみたかったんだ。
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
信号はいや悪いね。僕は別に信徒じゃないよ。
Please, trust in me.
Le tue ultime parole? Non mi interessano comunque.
I'm prepared to fight. Your lives, now ignited.
一步也不会退后。
Oh, flowing magma. Please, slow your steps.
Qui non è successo niente.
信号は誰が戦場で旗を武器にするんだよ。
Hello, friends. What are we talking about?
言われなくても分かったしね。
I was kind of hoping she would move faster, but not the way that I was kind of hoping.
You can't hide your fear.
私に指図するな。
I know what to do. Don't order me around. Hai un problema da risolvere? Assumo le posizioni designate.
All those I have yet to abandon.
Now, looks like we'll deal with again. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. There. Go. What? Come on, juice. Okay. Let's see what Ike Blake is cooking up. I think it did the wrong picture. Hit the game in classic mode. I don't know if I'll end up touching Pokerogue, but I think this is at least what I think it might be the best way to go about it. Face tank and then worry about other things in a different way. Except the only issue is I'll probably get destroyed on the left because I don't have enough healing.
I wasn't supposed to act, but...
Where do you wish to your lives? Now ignite.
wet it again.
I wasn't drenched and bone bear weeds. Mounds and ruins bloom fields.
Let's put an end to this as soon as possible.
Okay.
問題ないよ。いや悪いね。僕は別に信徒じゃないよ。
There you go.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
I mean, it comes down to like, I don't know. It's one of those things that, who knows? Okay, that's perfectly fine.
Don't keep me waiting.
Yeah, that one was just like, I know this team could work. I might just have to go around changing how I place down characters, and I don't know. There could be a lot of different ways. Like, this could be a lot better.
And bone bear weeds.
Do not disrupt my thought phase.
The tide.
Like, it might be better to focus at the tail end here. Anyway.
In questa lotta non ci sono esplosioni né tifo. C'è qualcosa che non va. Torniamo indietro.
Yeah, we'll
Sarò
see.
meglio dopo
I
aver
mean,
bevuto qualcosa.
I'm not gonna guarantee anything again, but maybe. I don't know, because this month I want to focus a lot on horror games, and then I have plans for starting next month. If I like ideas of like retro Tuesdays, not Tuesdays, Saturdays. I was thinking Saturdays I do retro achievements. So for those who are wondering, retro achievements is a site that you can get achievements on retro games. And my thought process was, because I've been touching that a little bit, and I've been playing Fire Red, and I was thinking of probably doing that like a day focused on retro games achievements wise. I have a lot to talk about when it comes to that, by the way. Like the pros and cons to it, but that's probably something I was thinking of doing. Saturdays, Tuesdays, not Tuesdays. I don't know why I keep saying Tuesdays, but Tuesdays is hang out with friends day. But someday, following month after Halloween, I plan on trying to do something different, something routine, actual routine, than just at least a week a month, at least a stream a week. So that's the idea. Like, I could try out that game. It just comes down to if I feel like it, because I don't get me wrong. Like, I think roguelikes can be fun. For instance, I've 100%ed the PS4 version at least of Brotato. I think Brotato is really fun. I'm not the best at it, but I find that roguelike to be really fun. So to me, I can understand the appeal and the fun had to be with roguelike. I mean, we have integrated strategies, of course, in Arknights. Of course, I've gotten burnt out with integrated strategy specifically, but yeah, I mean, I do enjoy roguelikes from time to time. So it's not like I always like them though. Like I'm hesitant to try out certain roguelites. But with Poke Rogue, maybe. But I can't guarantee again that I will go check it out. But maybe. But we'll see how I feel. Anyway, let's go back into this here. So, Lee, get out of here. Lee's not that useful. Gnosis isn't a bad idea, but we're taking him out too. Debating upon how I want to go about this. I know this could definitely be reduced by a lot. That's what I'm thinking right now, how I want to go about this. At least these three for sure with Suzu. Ines. Do I really need Hashiguma though? I could probably just get to deal with Shu. Let's go with this and go from there. I know this is like a huge difference, but I think if I do a good enough job at doing continual damage against the boss,
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
I don't think this is gonna be as bad as I make it out to be.
Those I have yet to abandon.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it. War. A word I've...
Sunlight will have to wait.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Questo ti farà tacere. Assumo le posizioni designate.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
Actually, I could probably do this.
And bone bear weeds. Mounds and ruins bloom fields.
La fortuna ti ha abbandonato. Ora te la vedrai con me.
I'm listening.
Più fai veloce, meno farà male.
Oh yeah, that actually makes a lot more
Don't
sense.
keep me waiting.
Because actually I could do this multiple
Questo ti
times
farà
through.
tacere.
Melt away. Life's depriving stone.
Assumo le posizioni designate.
Blade wetted again. But I'm not faced the tide.
you're really sow the mountains when summer leaves the white dew. Seed the plains when equinox.
Don't keep me waiting.
Le tue ultime parole
I thought she had enough space,
non mi
but no.
interessano comunque.
Yes, the sunlight will have to wait.
Più fai veloce, meno farà male.
I'll sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
If you're really incapable of settling this, then let
Okay,
me.
come on, shoot.
Branch and bone bear weeds, mounds and ruins bloom fields.
Qui non è successo niente.
Oh, nice.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Okay, come on. This is actually, I'm surprised we're doing this well for first try.
Will have to wait.
Good ship, first try.
Assumo le posizioni designate.
I got shoot, just killing it with shoot. Okay, so what do we learn here? Shoot's fucking broken as F. Yes. Okay. We have understand that lesson really well. Also showcasing that. Now let's Rogue. I don't. Could I even go lower with this team? Even though we can go. I mean, I could try to see if we can do it without like, Scissoran. But don't know. I think we're in range, so we could do this now. Use this. Use you.
Before you feel the pain.
Questo ti farà tacere.
Good, good. I had no idea you were so clever and learned. I was going to ask you help me make my account, but with such a good head on your shoulders, I'm feeling a little bad now.
Okay. I could try out Pokey Rogue, but right now, I'm gonna continue to focus on this. So the question then comes down, could I go any lower? Honestly, it might be possible. not just something incredibly stupid. We'll see.
Please double check your protective gear. Also, remember to keep a safe distance from the lava and give regular status reports.
All those I have yet to abandon.
I don't think this is gonna work, but let's try this.
War. A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Yes, even there is but a sigh at the very end.
I wasn't clear skies for teaming, rain clouds for green.
Yeah, that's the only issue with this.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
I don't think so. There's already a lot of issues right now with the fact of dealing with the robots. Granted, I could go with like the more buffed up versions, but I think long term that would actually kind of screw us over regardless. Well, maybe. It depends on which ones that spawns in.
Those particles have no place here. I'll send them away.
Yes, face the tide.
I wasn't supposed to act, but I plant you
Right.
into the soil to grow anew.
Okay. Barely making it through. Oh boy.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Yes, face the tide.
Come on, shoot.
I wasn't supposed to act, but I wasn't. I plant you into the soil to grow anew. Don't keep me waiting.
Yeah. That's the feeling I had.
Better watch your step.
Yeah. I'm just taking way too much damage. In theory, it kind of works, but in practice, it's like, I need way more self-sustain. And I don't know if I really have that with the layout. Like, I'm thinking Reed, but Reed just... the way the blah blah blah, the lap layout is really sketch, especially trying to keep herself alive. It's pretty much, I don't think she'll be able to do really well at all against the assault power armors with the rockets. It was almost there. I just couldn't live because there's way too much damage. I like the idea of Mjolnir. There she is.
Is this a mission or a training session?
Maybe we're onto something here.
Reap not what's sown by malice.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair. Picked out your bait yet?
You can go do something else.
Don't keep me waiting.
Spring breeze, timely rain.
Emotion is meaningless here.
Half damage. Still pretty impressive.
I wasn't supposed to act, but...
Yeah, the only issue is...
If you're really... I'll plant you into the soil to grow anew.
Still mulling thinks conviction will throw you off base.
I just need to be able to use my skill once more. 30 seconds compared to like 40 seconds is a huge deal. Just to be on the safe side, I'll use her as bait. There we go. That will also help reduce the amount of enemies you have to deal with.
Those particles have no place here. I'll send them away.
Bruh! What the fuck? Okay, game. Okay. Did I use my skill? I believe I used a skill, but she didn't really...
Let's see. Which insect
okay.
is falling into my trap?
It almost seems... I don't think... Well, she used her skill, but I don't think she really activated it at all. Like, she didn't heal anything, so her talent didn't really play a part at all. Yeah, they can burn you down.
Want them gone?
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Originium veins. Keep your distance.
10, 11, 12, 13.
If your
Use your
flesh
skill.
and bone bear weeds, mounds and ruins leave
Emotion is meaningless here. You can't hide your fear. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Okay.
You want Maya still soaking yourself in the past?
Those particles have no place here. I'll send them away.
If you're really sow the mountains when summer leaves a white dew, seed the plains when equinox paints russet hue.
Okay, so it just seems that she hasn't really moved away.
Still mulling things or still soaking yourself in the past?
And not whoa, bro. Wait, how did she die? Like, did he attack at the same time? I just didn't notice. Okay. An interesting idea and concept, but okay.
As long as it's your decision, I'll have no
We'll try 5 up.
To think they all still
We'll
believe.
go back to BNR. This is probably the lowest I'll go. Because unless I completely change the operators I used,
See, which insect?
I'm not entirely certain on what people did. Oh, I'll also do friend support. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to remember to do that. Don't do that yet.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
War. A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Yes, I'm using a character I don't tend to use in CC all that much.
Keep me waiting.
I have yet to really had the need to use it much in CC. I think this is going to be an interesting use case. Damage reduction with consistent
All those
healing.
I have yet to abandon.
Mate, you didn't even last that long.
If you're really clear skies for teaming, rain clouds for Guru.
Blade wet face the tide.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too...
I remember your face as well now.
Yeah, because she has like way faster healing than most characters in this game. Fun little fact. I'm gonna do this right here.
Hide your fear. Don't keep me waiting.
And that's kind of what makes the Abajur class kind of unique, is that like extremely good healing aspect.
If you're really, I'll plant you into the soil to grow anew.
It will be over before you feel the pain.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair. Don't keep me waiting.
And there's gonna be an enemy that gets through. Yay! Because I don't do enough damage! Yay! I'm curious. I'm curious to being here.
Good morning. A dreamless night of sleep alleviates exhaustion the most. Don't you think?
Gonna check out shoe. What do they do? Technically, it's funny saying that. Technically, I would actually take out, what's her face? Then. That would technically make her more damage, too. I should. At this point, I really should just go for a module. Yeah, we'll go for one. Okay.
A day of fine sun and gentle breeze. I hope everyone makes it home safe.
I feel like this actually might be enough of a difference.
Let's see. Which insect is falling into my trap? Better watch your step.
I could just do that.
Do I need to repeat myself on the battlefront?
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
Blade wetted again.
I'm gonna probably wait so I can heal.
I wasn't supposed to. Branch and bone bear weeds. Mounds and ruins bloom fields.
Yes, the sunlight will have to wait.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
What? That much of a difference?
I wasn't supposed to act, but
I mean, we just got more defensive, not stronger. I wonder if I just...
Yes.
Probably because I waited a lot longer to rate... Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Blade wetted again.
It was just me waiting long enough and not killing as many other side foes, I think is the general gist.
Oh, flowing magma. Please, slow your steps.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
I wasn't supposed to act, but sow the mountains when summer leaves a white dew. Seed the plains when equinox paints russet hue.
Yes.
Use your skill.
Blade where the sunlight will have to wait.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
I wasn't supposed to act. If you're really incapable of settling this, sow the mountains when summer leaves a white dew. Seed the plains when equinox paints russet hue.
Bruh. The fact that she died is annoying. I feel like there's a bit of RNG to that. 100%.
Yes, face the tide.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Yeah. The fact that she died is just annoying. I think it's doable. 100% doable.
Please double check your protective gear. Also, remember to keep a safe distance from the lava and give regular status reports.
100% doable. It's just not having anyone die.
Spring breeze, time
Insane idea.
Now we sow the grain.
Insane in concept. In practice, I don't know.
All those I have yet to
Pick you
abandon.
out, mate.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
Yes, it will be over before you feel the pain.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair. Don't keep me waiting.
Definitely doable. I just can't die somehow.
Don't worry about me, Professor. Oh, glowing magnet.
I don't think there's anything that can really be done at this point to really change.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it. Don't keep me waiting.
I wasn't supposed to lunch and bone, but
There is but a sigh at the very end.
Hey, oh my god!
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Bruh, oh my. That's so annoying. I know it's possible. I know it's possible. It's just small stuff like that that's gonna be like,
Let's
fucking
see.
A.
Which insect is falling into my trap?
Okay.
You can't hide your fear.
spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Do I need to repeat myself on the battle plan?
Magma will dredge up Originian veins.
Technically, I probably should be next. Probably should do that. But I don't think that really matters too much.
Blade wetted again. There is but a sigh at the very end.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it. Don't keep me waiting.
Melt away. Life-depriving stone.
If you're really, I'll plant you into the soil to grow anew.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it. your step.
Oh, fucking A. I thought she was close enough, and I thought she'd be walk.
Don't keep me waiting. Don't keep me waiting.
I wasn't supposed. Branch and bone bear weeds. Mounds and ruins bloom fields.
Yes, the sunlight will have to wait.
You can't hide your fear.
Yeah, I don't expect to get this or beat this.
If you're really incapable of settling this, if you're really sow the mountains when summer leaves
Yeah,
the white
nah.
dew. Seed the
The
plains
issue
when
really
equinox
comes down
plants
to
russet
we are
hue.
just dying. It really is that simple. We have no way to survive. Certain characters die. I don't know if placement order is gonna make a difference in that. We're gonna have to do it though. And then hope that somehow we live. If changing the small little difference somehow makes a difference, because weird AI quirks, good.
Sown by malice.
If not, we're gonna have to bring one more character in again.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Don't bring Mjolnir in, bring in her
Volcanic
first.
soot contains
And
lots
see
of
if that
originating
makes somehow a
particles.
difference.
Let's not stay too long.
Even though it's kind of weird positioning with the enemies
Yet
here.
to abandon. Blade wetted again, but another battle. Blade wetted again, but another blade of sunlight will have to wait.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Oh, flowing magma. Please, slow your steps.
It is kind of funny and sad how insane this is, really.
You can't hide your fear.
Branch and bone bear weeds.
Oh,
Mounds
lovely.
and
I love how
ruins
you just
bloom
completely and utterly ignore and miss the one character I need you to hit.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
You'll really clear skies for Tune.
Come on!
Rain clouds for Guyu. I will sink your corpse into shadow.
Oh, yeah, no, this is GG. Again, very small specific thing that can always remember in that specific moment right there. Because I don't want to use my skill, because I want this guy to activate after the fact. But I don't know if that's going to be doable. Without not using Innis for a certain amount of point or time.
Got your bait yet?
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Also, it's very sketch too with Mjolnir.
Let's not stay too long.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
All those I have yet to abandon. Blade wet. That is but a sigh at the very end.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
I like how he's like facing the wrong way.
Don't order me around.
Fuck, I love how that
Volcanoes.
blitz happened there.
They consume and erase, then nourish and propagate.
Better watch your step. Don't keep me waiting.
Three enemies, there's the fifth.
Blade wetted again. For but another battle. There is
Branch and bone bear weeds. Mounds and ruins bloom fields.
Don't keep me waiting.
Oh! You fucking kidding me? Shoot! 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 You target the one that's less HP, you dumbass! Shoot!
the sound of the wind in the barrens.
Target the one with less HP! You would think that would be a thing in this game, but no! We must target the first one that I think landed on me!
Better watch your step.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
I know this is doable, and this is gonna take me a few hours to do.
Magma will dredge up Originian veins. Keep your distance.
All those I have
Yeah, I think it's best just to let this guy through. And then have Innes deal with both.
Blade wetted again. Sunlight will have to wait.
Better watch your step. Don't keep me waiting.
Those particles have no place here. I'll send them away.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it. Don't keep me waiting.
If you're really sow the mountains when summer leaves the white dew, seed the plains when equinox paints russet hue.
You can't hide your fear.
Blade wetted. There is but a sign at the very end.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
If you're really incapable of setting clear skies for teaming, rain clouds for Kalu.
The fuck?
Yes, the sunlight will have to wait.
That's so fucking annoying.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Ollie just somehow, Go Girl's getting absolutely fucked. Somehow, just even with the slight change, slightly warped. It felt didn't. You know, I probably should just stop, but
As long as it's your decision, I'll
let's
have
get
no
back to Kyrkos
objections.
and just get a run finishing with Kyrkos instead. It's probably doable, but
The sound
I'm just not that interested in continuing on anymore.
Far too familiar.
Better watch your step.
Okay, shoot, get your ass out, please.
A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Let me get your soap.
I will stand guard here. Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Melt away. Life-depriving stone.
Will be over before you.
I plant you into the soil to grow anew.
You can't hide your fear.
Will the land shake with fury, or display her mercy? Will the land shake if I remember your face as well now?
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Blade wet face goodbye.
I plant you into the soil to grow anew.
Don't keep me waiting.
That's no good. Oh, that's not good at all. No good. Not enough DPS.
You can't hide your fear.
You know what? We'll try.
As long as it's your decision, I'll
Okay.
have no objections.
We'll try Suzu. I don't think this is gonna work either, but we can see.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it. I'm listening.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Volcanic soot contains lots of Originium
Uh,
particles. Let's
take
not
you
stay
out.
too long.
All those I have yet to abandon. Blade with the sunlight will have to wait.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair. Don't keep me waiting.
Ashes from volcanoes. They consume and erase, then nourish and propagate.
You can't hide.
I should have waited. Fuck. And then the one part where I lose all the time because I don't save the skill usage because I'm trying to kill certain rats quickly. Probably the only part that's worse than anything else. So it's like a few little tricky enemies. It's 4 specific. 2 dogs, 2 experiments. Okay, game. Fuck you. It's just enough. It's not. I don't think that's necessarily like pre-planned or anything. It's just the annoying part about this is just trying to.
Now we sow the grain.
Trying to do this without one enemy leaking specifically.
Do I need to repeat myself on the battle plan?
Use skill.
There is but a sigh at the very end.
Nothing can match the set of despair. Don't keep me waiting.
Those particles have no place.
If I can stall out
Send them away.
rat quickly long enough, then we're good. And I don't know why. I don't know why I'm just saying that all stream, even though that's not technically correct.
You can't hide your fear.
Oh my god, you bitch!
The mountains when summer leaves a white dew.
I was wanting technically to get her out quickly enough, but I don't think I can. That's the issue with this strategy. It requires a bit of. What's this idea?
Owned by malice.
Better watch your step. I'm listening.
Trying to find like the right balance of skill usage, placement for Innes.
Timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too
Take
long.
out the goats.
Do I need to repeat myself on the battle plan? Yes. There is but a sigh at the very end.
You can't hide your fear. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Oh, take out.
Oh, flowing magma. Please, slow your steps.
You can't hide your fear. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Face the tide.
I wasn't supposed to. I'll plant you into the soil to grow anew.
know what to do. Don't order me around. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Yes, face the tide.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
If you're really incapable of settling this, I'll plant you into the soil to grow anew.
Okay, fair enough.
I better watch your step.
Yes.
No! 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 No!
We'll have to wait. The sound.
I thought maybe it's just I'm thinking maybes here.
Better watch your step. I'm listening.
War. A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Don't keep me waiting.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
All those I have yet to abandon.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
リラックスして。リラックス。
Oh,
Yes.
use my skill.
But a sigh at the very end.
That might be a good idea.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it. Don't keep me waiting.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Face the tide.
wasn't branch and bone bear weeds, mounds and ruins bloom fields.
Better watch your step.
Yes, the sunlight will have to wait.
Let's see. Which insect is falling into my trap? You can't hide your fear. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
I should have waited for him, but whatever.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
All those I have yet to abandon.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Blade of sunlight will have to wait.
Better watch your step.
Oh, glowing magma. Please.
Yeah, I don't think that works. Because they're gonna be active regardless. It's just making a worse version that you can't do anything about. I tried. There's like way too much variance happening for me to be able to figure out a run without going under 6. And that's kind of the biggest issue.
I understand the objective you've set.
I don't think it's the best choice, but it is a choice.
see. Which insect is falling into my trap? I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
And depending upon how I want to go about this.
Don't worry about me, Professor.
Please, trust in me.
All those I have yet to abandon.
I better watch your step. Don't keep me waiting.
Oh, flowing map.
Sunlight will have to wait.
Dang it, I need to stop him, but I won't be able to stop him.
You can't hide your fear.
Yeah, no. Fucking hell. And that's now active. We need to forgo read alter.
What blocks the way, I will burn.
I need to take out the power armor there.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
War. A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
All those I have yet to abandon. Yes, that is but a sign at the very end.
Better watch your step. Please, trust in me. Don't keep me waiting.
Oh, flowing magma. Please, slow your steps.
Where do you wish to go? I am Dublin.
I wasn't supposed to sow the mountains when summer leaves the white.
Sunlight will have to wait.
Don't keep me waiting.
I'm prepared to spend this burn. You needn't fear.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Blade wet face time.
Sow the mountains when summer leaves the white dew. Seed the plains when equinox paints russet hue.
And she still dies! We are literally not able to stay alive. What was the... I'm at this point, I've already forgotten what my op team was. At this point. compared to me just getting absolutely fucked over. Because the enemy does way too much damage. Oh! Okay.
The sound of the wind in the Barrens. Far too familiar.
You can't hide your fear.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
All those
Get your ass out, please.
to abandon.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
Until this guy gets through.
I better reach your staff. 繁栄か、あるいは滅びか。
Oh, I need to use my skill.
Will have to wait.
Barely getting by the way.
You can't hide your fear. You better watch your step. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
I wasn't supposed to act, but... I wasn't so the mountain.
Will be over before you feel pain.
You better watch your step. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
And I'm gonna lose again.
Yes.
始めましょう。心配しないで。
Yes.
And she also died. Somehow. With skill usage. What? At this point, I'm just getting annoyed and frustrated than anything else, and I'm not having fun anymore.
争いは避けられないもの。
Going less than 6 up just seems impossible at this point. It's probably been done, but again, I don't know because I'm completely blind.
Spring breeze, timely rain.
The input
Now we
player
sow
base is
the
way
grain.
too unhinged. That's more of a joke. Don't go crazy.
Volcanic soot contains lots of Originium particles.
Do I need to repeat?
Not saying that it's not a bad thing either, but.
Nothing can mask the
I
scent.
can sure, yes, I have This 3. The fact that she didn't live.
Don't worry about me, Professor. I've killed a lot more.
Don't keep me waiting.
I need to not use Innis again and just wait. Oh, use skill. It's gonna be barely close there. Good shit.
You can't hide your fear.
Blade wetted again. Yes.
Flesh and bone bear weeds, mounds and ruins bloom fields.
Better watch your step. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
I need to use Innis.
Yes.
But I don't think I'll be able to.
That is but a
Yeah, because of that.
at the very end.
Better watch your step.
I wasn't flesh and bone bear weeds, mounds and
Come
ruins
on!
bloom fields.
Come on!
Don't keep me waiting.
That's still not good, by the way. Not good, by the way. Yeah, I think I just need a few more. I don't think it's big enough. There's no way in hell.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Yeah. I would technically need, like, 6 ops, I think. I mean, I guess I could try Texas Sorcerer to see if I could do some shenanigans with that, but I'm starting to think 6 ops is the best
Ho
odds.
una visuale chiara sull'obiettivo della missione.
At this point, yeah, I'm really just farming out the 5 ops instead of 4.
Reap not what's sown by malice.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
The idea is sorta doesn't sound bad, but just because of how limiting it is against this boss, you have better odds with Mionai doing damage and more damage over time than Surtur, from my experience with this map.
War. A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
In theory, like, that sounds like,
Magma will dredge up
you know, it doesn't sound bad, but
Keep your distance.
yeah, it doesn't really seem as effective, at least to me.
All those I have yet to abandon.
Qui non è successo niente.
Wrong skill. But it works! I think this actually works, though, as
Più
a skill.
fai veloce, meno farà male.
You can't hide your fear.
Sunlight will have to wait.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Obiettivo avvistato. Ci vorrà solo un minuto.
Notorious particles have no place here.
And there we get the skill proc.
You can't hide your fear. Don't keep me waiting.
Hai un problema da risolvere? Assumo le posizioni designate.
If you'll really, I plant you into the soil.
There is but a sign of the very end.
Creed altar. Well, technically I could do this now, but...
Qui non è successo niente.
No! Fuck! Fuck! You think that S3 would work still, at least do something, not just instant. Can't, S3 does shit, nothing. That's annoying. I thought that would work. That's annoying. Fucking annoying. Also, like, poor placement as well with rat. I don't know, I keep saying that, but I keep saying that. That's just how annoying I hate Dorothy in this stage, that I just call her rat.
Roar. A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
Do I need to repeat myself on battle plan?
Le tue ultime parole? Non mi interessano comunque. Assumo le posizioni designate.
I keep mentioning it, it's like, why am I doing that?
Hai un problema da risolvere? Più fai veloce, meno farà male.
Oh, flowing magma.
There you go.
Slow your steps.
Oh, I need to use my skill. Fuck.
Before you feel the pain.
Questo ti farà tacere. Più fai veloce, meno farà male.
You can't hide your fear.
If you'll really sow the mountains
Alright.
when summer leaves the white dew, seed the plains when equinox paints russet hue.
Questo ti farà tacere.
Blade, there is but a sign at the very end.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair. Don't keep me waiting.
La fortuna ti ha abbandonato.
I plant you into the soil to grow anew.
Assumo le posizioni designate.
Blade wetted again. But another.
Le tue ultime parole?
There is but a sign at the very end.
Più fai veloce, meno farà male. Questo ti farà tacere.
This might work. Get your ass out! Get your ass out!
Better watch your step. Clear skies for team, rain clouds for Korea.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Questo ti farà tacere.
Blade what it will be told. Before you feel the pain.
Oh, Kelly! Oh my god!
Più fai veloce.
Oh, that is.
Assumo le
Oh.
posizioni designate.
Bring Texas Alter back. Just 5-op it. I'm done. I am done. I am done for tonight. Done. I tried 4-opping it. We just cannot survive with this team. I tried Reed at certain points. I tried Silence. Not Silence. Shiny, my bad. I've tried Curcus. Texas Alter just for DPS and the stun factor to keep people alive. To a degree. We barely living. We were barely living throughout that shenanigans and mess. Oh. Not as bad as it could have been. Especially considering what Pooh did. Way better. Way better sets of risks. Not insane. Much preferable with set of risks. So to kind of finish off with CC2 here, bringing back one of the worst high difficulty maps sets in the game. I think I can safely say that just because it would take you literally days to do max risk and no one did it. And the people that say that they did it, which a lot of people tend to do because this information goes around the Arknights community a lot, by the way. There's a lot of people that say certain CCs are max risked, but some of them weren't. Some of them were only done in CN, but not EN, just because of differences in operators, because that was a thing during around the first anniversary. It's just stuff like that, and I'm talking about like CC2 as an example. Like, it was like really common knowledge back then. Like, the CN player base was like, what? You can't max risk. The EN couldn't max risk it. What are you talking about? They didn't have Reedy. Which Reedy was necessary just due to the shift ability. Even then, like, Reedy kind of came out. I know this is kind of like going back in the past here, talking about stuff that a lot of people didn't know about even then. But like, Reedy, not really well known at the time. They were able to kind of figure out more and realize that with her shift ability, she was able to shift Crown Slayer enough that it was max riskable. But we only had Rosa and Suzu. Even though we had Zuzu, Zuzu was just not enough at the time for the EN player base. Because it's better... Honestly, it's better to be able to push enemies back continuously or over time more than more damage and slowdown. For the most part. If you're able to... That's why, like, if Shift was able to shift everything, Shift would be the best in the game. But because there's the whole weight limit mechanic, that's not the case. So, because of that, it kind of grew into a scenario where it was like, well, not a lot of the EN player base could do, or even with the CN player base playing the EN version. It's just stuff like that is a consideration of, like, a lot of miscommunication like that was not doable in EN, but was CN as max risk. And it's just... There's a lot more CCs where that's the case that people tend to misrepresent. or say out of their mouth without actually knowing the truth. Regardless, Poo Poo, CC Poo, Operation Poo. I don't know what to say. Pretty much the general gist was it was not max riskable. No one did because it would literally take them days to finish. So, thankfully, it's not that insane. Yeah, this because of how the mechanics worked and just how beefy the robots were. A lot of people, like at the very tail end, grew the strategy of using a glitch to do enough damage continuously to speed up a lot with certain. What glitch am I talking about? I'm curious if it's still in the game, actually. Let me actually see if it's still in the game. We're done with that for now, but I actually want to see if this glitch is still in the game. If from CC Poo, it is still a available glitch with Sir. And you might be wondering, what the fuck are you talking about, mate? Let's see. A good example, H7-1 here. Do I have... Yes. Okay, so let's see if it's still a thing, or if this auto is still a thing. The auto might mess up. So let's see if the auto is still a thing.
The law is a crime.
And yes, it does evolve around Tuye. I'm curious if it's still a thing. This is gonna already take a minute, but I'm gonna kind of finish talking about CC here because I can. So, CC Fake 2. What is there to even talk about? Okay, so is CC2 too easy? No. Hey, welcome to the stream, Official Zero. I don't think CC2 is too easy, considering that for a lot of people, you would have certain operators for it to be quote-unquote easy. And while there are options, I don't think, so is the glitch still a thing? Yes, that's actually on purpose, by the way. That is on purpose. I know. This glitch is very specific. I'll explain the glitch here, because I'm still curious to see if the glitch is a thing. There's also multiple things that you're seeing here that are, like, questionable at most. I'm curious to see if I'm gonna lose here by accident.
Cut them to pieces.
User skill? Yeah, there we go. Okay. What is there to know? What is there to know? Okay, certain characters do make it really easy, sure. But if you don't have those characters, you have to borrow them. But if you have to borrow multiple characters as a new player, I would argue that CC2 is not easy, especially if you're going at it blind. So, pick CC2 here. Not what I was just talking about earlier with Crowdslayer. I'm probably gonna end up confusing some people with that. But anyway. Okay! I'm curious to see if the glitch is still available in the game. And yes, this glitch takes a long time to work, but when you understand how it works, it's kind of one of those, like, fundamental things that they haven't really patched, as it's mostly a visual glitch for the game. But because of how it works with Tuye, it becomes a lot less a visual glitch and becomes more of a glitch that just straight up should be impossible. But this is what players did in Poo to be able to do continuous high damage quickly, which involves Tuye. But anyway, okay, going back to what I was saying. So, aside from the permanent map and being easy, very easy with certain operators, I don't know if you could say it's easy. I don't think that's really fair to say, especially as a new player, veteran player that may not have the luckiest streak of characters being gained, and may not have the correct operators to handle the problems that fake CC2 gives for you to solve. But while that is the case, yeah, I still wouldn't really consider it to be. I just, to me, that's how I view it. So, there is certain risks, though, I will say, that are kind of insane for it, but that's just kind of, like, a general, like, thing that, is the case for, like, some CCs. Like, for example, CC10. CC10 had, like, a specific risk where it was, like, so insane because the true damage that the, slugs gave and the boss did, it was just insane to stay alive. And that's an example where, like, certain risks that you have to do for challenges are so extreme that you have to, for a lot of people, they had to look it up because it was just so stupidly difficult for, like, a few risks. And, in that example, there's also a sort of scenario with this CC, with this fake CC2 here, with certain risks. I don't remember which set of risks it was for the challenge, where it's just the most difficult thing. Removing those risks makes it really easy, but with those risks specifically implied, like, I think it's like the less HP, less attack, and more attack for the enemy. That's just so insane for a lot of people that it was... People need to look it up. I've seen a lot of people look it up for that. As always, I feel like that's kind of... There are certain scenarios in this game where I feel like it's fair for people to look it up, like that, for example. But if you're trying to look up, like, normal EX stages for an event, I feel like that's too much. You're relying too much on an external service or a guide at that point. I can understand, like, a CC risks, for example, but, like, EX, very questionable unless it's just a stupidly hard event for no reason at all. Regardless, aside from just kind of talking about CC for a minute, I don't think there's really much else to talk about. It's easy, really easy, stupidly easy if you have the right operators, but if you don't, you're not gonna have an easy time. If you don't have a good anti-air or just high tile ground game, it would be way too difficult for people. So, I can't say the permanent map is easy. Aside from that, let's talk about the set stages. What is the most favorite one I have I like the most, my least favorites, so on and so forth. I love the second set map. That is by far my most favorites. I did I think the most with that one in terms of lowering the most. I didn't even realize I lowered a lot more than I thought I did in terms of, like, set operators. I like that one a lot. There was a lot of room you could go with and how you can try to bring around the issues. It's like, which path do you want? Do you want slow down and slow attack speed? Do you want continuous elemental damage? Or do you want true damage, but the true damage also applies to the enemies as well? So it's less, the middle row is less amount of damage, but the enemies don't have a negative effect to them. So it's like, pick your essential poison. And then the right side is like really free. At the same time, you could easily try to go, doesn't matter which way you could go, you could technically use the top row to shove enemies in the hole if you want to. But you have to work with the block at the bottom right, or you can just ignore that and you can just outpower or just deal with the enemies. Entirely up to you. I don't think the gargoyles are buffed up enough where you needed to put them in a hole. So I could see in the future, if they bring that map back, I could easily see them really encouraging us to use that hole. I'm just saying that right now. So that is something to take in consideration. But that is my favorite map of the CC. My least favorite map is ironically the first map. Both new maps, one of them I really love, the other one I despise and actually kind of hate. At least with the risks involved. The first one is by far the worst. I'm not a big fan of it. It showcases the issue of the event mechanic And they just say, oh, here you go, deal with it. If you don't, you lose. And I'm not a big fan of the vent mechanic. It forces you to use very specific operators that a lot of people probably don't have. You have 2 6-stars and 2 5-stars. And technically there's other characters that could work, like, tacticians, but, like, that's, like, very limited to begin with, and I don't expect that to help you out as much as, Trap Masters. There's only one of those 4 enemies that you could get at any point, and that's Robin. If you did not build or get or use Robin at all, for whatever reason, and you don't realize Robin is necessary, and the only other character at this point, essentially Dorothy, unless you... pretty much at that point, you'd also be technically saying you're skipping the Rainbow Six Siege collab. If you completely skip the Rainbow Six Siege collab, you don't have Dorothy, and you just don't care about Robin and didn't even think about getting Robin, fuck you, CC Daily Map, essentially. And I'm not a big fan of limiting to very specific operators to be used. Technically, Ayla is not really the best choice because she's AoE radius, so technically that doesn't really work, but I made Dorothy S3 work, so take that as you will. But I think, very selective operators being a necessity for max risk. Granted, you don't need a max risk. I just feel like that's kind of dog shit. But then again, there have been past times where there was limiting operators, but it wasn't as bad as only, like, very few. Making the main mechanic needing that, even if you don't need a max risk, I think is still probably the worst, in my opinion, thought process of making a CC map with that mechanic, with including Mudrock, and the fact that you buff up the speed of taking Gamophones. It's just... that's the worst map, by far. They designed that to be a hellhole, and let's keep it in the hole. Put it 6 feet under, keep it there, we'll never see those risks then. You can see the map again, but those risks, no. That was just probably the worst map. Difficulty-wise, probably not the most difficult map. Honestly, I feel like that probably goes to... honestly, I don't know which one's the most difficult. I don't know, I'd have to look at it and think about it some more. But, yeah. That's kind of out of place. I don't know about the other two. The ones for today wasn't as bad against Pooh. I think is actually really easy to get the risks. I think that's something that I can at least recognize even without seeing much from the community side of things. Getting the risks being, also, this takes a really long time to do this glitch. That's why there hasn't been anything that's happening for, like, probably the last 10 minutes. It's probably going to take about, like, an hour. Probably about, well, double that, probably take about 30 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm wasting your time, but I am talking about something here, so, just talking about CC here, so, it's not like I'm purposely wasting your time. Unless they fix the glitch, then I'll be like, okay, well, shit, that sucks. But, that's why I'm really curious to see if they have. Regardless. So the other two maps, I think Pooh wasn't bad. It was really easy to get the risks done. Max risk really requires you to be really good. Granted, you can bring a lot with you, though. Because you can bring a lot with you, I would honestly argue that max risk isn't that hard. You just need someone to remove the invisibility. If you're able to do burst damage whenever you need to remove invisibility, if you have, like, Innis, for example, I think you're good. You're done. Dorothy's cooked. But you can also just remove the Dorothy risk, and you could do almost max risk, and wouldn't be bad. Like, you could look through and deal with everything else, you'd be fine. The only issue would technically be the right side, and you have to deal with, the enemies that spawn in. But, like, aside from that, like, for the most part, I would say it's probably really easy. Getting like really low op though is insane, but there's like a certain threshold of block, damage output, healing output to stay alive, and just all of that to combine. You need a lot more operative than you normally do, and it's just because of how insane that map is. I'm trying to remember what the third map was, and I'm being stupid. Why am I being stupid? Okay. Let me see if I find anything. That's not what I wanted to do.